All right, you guys, well, welcome to the Race for Fitness call. So technically, we're not supposed to do a call till next Monday, but there is no freaking way I can wait to do a call after Summit just ending yesterday, well, Saturday. And I wanted to just have all of our coaches that went kind of talk on our call. I have a few things I want to talk about, but first of all, raise a hand if you guys were like super pumped watching it all on social. Like put double hands up, just give me high five, right? It's like, whoop, whoop. It was so insane. I want to share with you guys before I have a kind of a list of things I want to talk about. I remember this, okay? So some of you guys, if you're looking at what we did at Summit and you're like, I don't know how to make this happen, I say right now you make that decision today that your booty will be there next year. So I want to kind of share a little bit about my background and when I first became a coach. I was about 6 months into the business, and my upline's husband at the time, coach, was like, your booty is there. You need to be there at Summit, and it's in 6 months. You start saving today. And at the time, if you guys know my story, it was kind of like, oh my God, a plane ticket, a hotel. Oh my God, I have anxiety already. Like, how am I going to make that happen? And I had never flown on a plane by myself. Shut the front door. Like literally had never flown by myself. So I was like, oh my God, I peed my pants when he told me this. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna make it happen. So every single month, what I did is I put a little bit of money aside for it. And here's what I did. I roomed with 3 other women that I had no clues. There's 4 of us in a hotel room, didn't know who they were. And I know some of the coaches here today that went this year will be able to share the same story. And I think it's so amazing because to this day, those 3 other women that I roomed with, we have a crazy, amazing connection because it was all of our first summits. We all were just jumping in, super excited, but we also needed to have it, make it affordable. So I want to share with you guys, if you're like, I don't know if I can go, you make a decision today if you go, because I will tell you this, it will be a game changer in your business and drive you forward like there is no tomorrow. And each of these coaches tonight will be able to tell you that they have a fire in their belly that they've never had before. And it's because they went to a live event, just like the Super Saturdays or this Beachbody Summit, which is even bigger, right? But it is such a must, you guys. Put that date down now and you make it happen, okay? I know it's scary, but you have to be there, okay? One of the biggest blessings tonight we're going to talk about is how each of us that went to Summit, I'm going to have each of them talk that went and kind of share some of the takeaways they had from going and how it has already changed their life and their business just being with us. But also the very first thing that they are going to put into action after going to Summit into their business. One of the things I want to talk about, and I obviously can share my takeaway with you guys, but I want to have them talk. Y'all hear from me all the time. Like I just talk a lot. I'm a circle. If you went to Summit, you know what that means. I'm a freaking circle. I can talk forever and ever and it never stops. So I'm going to have them talk because I think it's more important you hear from maybe a coach that just signed up this year, even like a month ago and made sure they were there at Summit and how that can impact their life and their business. But one of the things that I want to take away with and is like seriously amazing was the last night, Saturday, when we all went to dinner and we just had this team building dinner. And I think for me, like that is going to resonate on my heart and my soul forever. You guys should have been at that dinner. Every single one of you guys. It was the most amazing dinner that you could ever go to. It was just, I can't even put it into words. It was amazing. So, let's see. The other thing I want to talk about before we have them start talking about their takeaways from Summit and the one thing that they're going to apply right away. All right, y'all. If you did not watch behind the scenes of Summit of the transformations of the people that were on stage that won anywhere from $25,000 to $100,000 just by signing up for the Beachbody Challenge, you need to go back and watch it. It's actually insane. Can I tell you guys a little secret that you may not know as a brand new coach? Did you know that Beachbody actually every single day picks a winner that wins $500 by submitting their before and afters. Not only, so did you guys hear that? Every single day. So, and did you know, just kind of like FYI, you can submit your pictures every day. And every day they pick a winner that they submit, that somebody submitted, they can win $500. But at the Beachbody Challenge, there is one winner that wins $100,000. There's numerous that win $25,000. And I need y'all to clap. We've got Miss Shonda and Miss Holly that are entering that challenge. Is that not insane? Ow! I told my husband, I was like, they're going to be on stage and they're going to kick some serious booty because they came in our coach page and they talked about that they are going to make this happen. And it's the most beautiful thing to watch when you tell other people that you are going to go in this for you. You're sick and tired of messing around, helping other people, and putting yourself last. So I just want to give all of you guys, Miss Holly, Miss Shonda, a huge challenge, but any of you guys in your challenge groups, I'm going to start actually requiring this to be a part of my challenge groups, that every person submits and they apply for the Beachbody Challenge. Y'all, some of the Beachbody Challenge that win $500 are even similar to my before and afters. And they're winning. And why are we not submitting these, right? To win $500 for just doing what you're already doing. I want to do a couple announcements, so make sure and write this down. In addition to this call this week, I have another call this week, and I need you to write the time down. And if you guys are serious about your business, you will make sure and be on this call, okay? So I am actually going to do with a couple other leaders on our team, we're going to do an emerald, so a coach to emerald in 24 hours. So I'm going to do a call on Thursday, and this call is going to be at 4 p.m. Pacific. I will post the link in our team page, but it is going to be a call for all brand new coaches, and I am going to talk about how you are going to rank advance your business in 24 hours. And you are going to ask questions, and we are going to make every single new coach on this team immediately get their products paid for and immediately get their business rank advanced to Emerald in 24 hours, okay? So again, I will post that link in the team page. It's going to be Thursday night at 4 p.m. Pacific. So that'd be 5 p.m. Mountain, 6 p.m. Central, 7 p.m. Eastern, okay? Let's see. One other thing. Let's see. I can tell you all the benefits of being, okay. So last but not least, before I have all of the people at Summit talk, I truly actually can't even put into words, you guys, the benefits of going to Summit. It is truly, and I know I kind of shared at the beginning of this call where my coach's upline husband was like, you need to make sure and be there. And I was like, and I looked at my husband at the time that thought Beachbody was a joke. And I told him, I said, my upline's husband says that I need to be there in 6 months when Summit comes. So I have to be there, baby. And I know Ashley has a super similar story she'll be able to share where I basically gave her no choice. I said, your booty needs to be there. Otherwise, I'm going to be really crazy mad at you, because I love her. But you guys have to make it a priority. You have to, it is such a freaking game changer being there. So without further ado, I want all of you guys, so we're going to post the link, which I believe it already is in the coach group, to sign up for Summit. Okay, get your ticket today. Okay, I believe it's what, $130. You sign up for Summit. You find roommates in our team page to roommate with, you guys. Don't first of all, of course it's scary. I ran to 3 people. I didn't even know them. I had no clue, but you guys, I can tell you to this day, we are all such great friends. And it was the best thing I ever did because we learned and grew together. And when you go, you have our team and you only sleep in the room, 3 hours a night? Let's just keep it real. Maybe 4. I don't know. I'm still making up for sleep. So without further ado, what I'm going to do is I am going to, because it's first in line, I'm going to kind of just go first in line based. Oh, Nicole, do you have to go first? Because you need to go first. Let's do it. Let me unmute Nicole, which was at Summit. I'm going to introduce you guys to Nicole really quick. So Nicole is the cute little freaking blonde hairdo that makes me want to chop my hair off. She has been a coach for freaking 30 days and her ass was at Summit. I'm sorry. Jesus, I'm praying every single day about my mouth. I apologize. Oh my God, what's wrong with me? So without further ado, it was so freaking amazing to have Nicole there. So Nicole, takeaways, share your takeaways from Summit. share the one thing that you're going to apply right away, but tell everybody how important it was and what your takeaway was from Summit.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Well, I honestly didn't know really what to expect, but I knew that going to Summit really was going to catapult my business into, it's for me, I can watch the videos, but oftentimes I'm pressed for time. And there is a lot of information to get through on the videos and Rhonda's training, and all that stuff is great. But what I learned in Summit and the enthusiasm that I got from, 20,000 coaches and seeing the people that I follow on Instagram and listening to their stories and, our own team, gosh, fostering relationships that, just with our own team. I roomed with Karen. I'm sure Karen is probably sick of me, but we we got along so well and had so much fun, and that dinner was amazing. And one of the things that I really have been struggling with is where to start. And what I've learned from, where to start is just do it. Like kind of like the Nike, just do it. Start sharing. And I think, for me, one of the best speakers that I heard was Bonnie Engel. And I'm sure everybody's familiar with who she is. She's one of the top 10 coaches in the network. But she really went into, how to, and her, you have her recording too, Rhonda.
Yes, so I was just getting ready to type right on the side. I have 3 videos that are each a half hour long that I actually have on my cell phone that I will be uploading to YouTube for our team this week. And I was actually just talking to my husband while we were having a glass of wine. I said, he was asking me about Bonnie, and I said, by far, out of all the speakers I saw for my team in general, with what I see everybody needing the most, what she spoke on will change every single one of your guys' business. So I'm going to be uploading those 3 videos to YouTube and actually providing them here in our team page for you guys to watch this week.
Yeah, I mean, it was just, gosh, it was so informative, and it really gave you a great starting place because, what she was explaining is, we're more than network marketing. We're micro influencers, if you will. And what does that mean? We have to change the, nature of the business, us, veterans in the business. I'm kidding, but she was talking about how to use Instagram in your favor and making lists. And once you watch the video, what I'm saying will make sense to you. But what I've spent the afternoon doing is making these lists of how I can start marketing my post to people that are also interested in what I'm saying. And I might be interested in what they're saying. How do you attract people to your page? How do you make the content so that it's something that people are interested in looking at? And then following up, all of those things that are, so crucial to the business. And then I went to, on Sunday after Summit was over, Karen and I attended the Danielle Natoni and Julie, Boris, had an additional training on Sunday. And, they talked about what are you going to do post-Summit? So, first thing Danielle said was to unpack, which I've done, which I normally wouldn't do, but and so she had different things that, you should be doing and following up. And it was just, the whole experience was just nothing short of awesome. I had so much fun. Unfortunately, I was kind of teetering on a migraine the whole entire time. And it is, it takes it out of you. But the excitement just keeps you going. And it's just so much fun. So much so I bought my ticket already for next year. I did it while I was sitting in Danielle's workshop because you got to go. If you're serious about this business, and there was a very small twinge of me that said, well, what if I'm not doing this business in a year from now? Then it's a waste. And I said, no. there's no way I'm quitting on this business because I'm too pumped up. And I know that I'm going to be successful because not only did I get some of the tools and I had the enthusiasm to keep going through, you know, and I got some tools in my toolbox, but we have a wonderful coach. That lady sitting there right there is one of the best people to talk about this business. She knows this business and she is going to help you. And I feel so blessed to have that one-on-one time with her. And you couldn't ask for anybody better. And our team, Ashley, Jennifer, Karen, I mean, all of us that attended Summit will be able to help you. We're a team. I remember leaning over Rhonda's shoulder during one of the what was it on Saturday, the general session, and I said we're gonna have the best goddamn team in this network.
Yes,
my language.
It's so amazing. And you guys, it is hard to put into words that there is nothing like being there at Summit. You know, you hear people say this and you're like, yada, yada. But honestly, it is seriously a game changer. I seriously had the hardest time saying goodbye to these girls. Like I wanted to, holy cow, I became a hot mess crying. And for the first time in my entire 6 years of being a coach, I feel like we have a team of people that get me. We all get each other. I don't have to fake who I am. I don't have to undergrade the fact that I'm a freaking weirdo because I just am. And it was just, we had so much fun. We had business time, we had leadership time, and we had silly ass time as well. It was so absolutely so much fun. And the husband's going too was really epic. Real quick question, Nicole.
Well, one last thing, and then you know I'm gonna let somebody else talk.
Yes.
I forgot my girl Shonda. I absolutely loved talking to you, Shonda. I mean, I just from the bottom of my heart, you rocked me.
I love all of you guys. Seriously, Shonda is freaking amazing. She's like my sister. I love it. Nicole and Karen, do you guys by chance have access to know if the Sunday post summit with Danielle, if there is an actual YouTube video link that will be released of that? Do you guys know, or did she say that there would be?
I don't know.
Okay. If you guys find out,
she's having one next year. It's on July 14th.
Okay.
And she gave us the URL if anybody's interested in going. I would highly recommend it. And Danielle stayed afterwards and was answering questions, and you know.
Love it. I'm so glad that you guys went. And Nicole, thank you so much for sharing. It really is crazy. The tools you walk away, some of the videos I'm going to share with you guys, but being there is truly a game changer. Just being able to touch, feel, laugh, grow with every single person. It gives you this fire that you've never had before, this hustle that you never thought was possible because you're like, and then you, and the team building. My husband and I was talking about the team building that our team went through, and just that relationships that we built together one-on-one was like no other. So it was really amazing. So Nicole, thank you so much for sharing. I'm so blessed that you were there, and I'm ready to watch you kick ass, and we are going to do this. So I love it. Let's see. Karen said, I posted a link to the 2019 Summit page Jade made. Yes. So that was one thing I want to talk about. Jade, thank you so much. Created. So let me write this real quick. So what I'm going to do after this call is a link to the coach group for Summit for you guys to buy your tickets. So tomorrow I will be posting a link for you to buy your tickets to get your Beachbody Summit ticket. Let me also, in addition to Jade's already posted, but Jade actually created an actual group on Facebook. I don't know if you guys saw this. If you get a chance, scroll through Race for Fitness Barbie Beast Mode. She created an actual private group where anybody that wants to go to Summit, you can join it, and we're gonna put all the information in there over the next year. We've already got, Jade's already talking about special team shirts because it's Race for Fitness. Why not have like a race indie thing like involved to have these really cool tank tops? So we're gonna talk about all that stuff in this private group throughout the next year. So make sure and go through our Race for Fitness. I will again post that for you guys. We're going to kind of share here and there, share some really fun pictures from this year as well. And it's just truly amazing. So Jade, thank you for doing that for us. I've got up here next on my little screen here, Miss Karen. So Karen, I'm going to unmute you, Miss Karen. So share some of your takeaways from going to Summit, how important it was that you were there, your takeaways, but also what you're going to be applying to your business after going to Summit that you're like, I'm on fire over this.
Okay. Hi, everyone. I don't like, I've been trying to do stories all day on my Instagram, which I've done, but I'm like, you know, like my whole brain, it's just trying to focus on one thing and say all of the stuff and make it come out so that you guys can understand it. It is probably, and I've heard, this is not my first rodeo with a company, but this is the rodeo with the company for me. So I've heard in the past about how important it is to go to Summit, and it is the game changer. Like everybody says, you don't know what you don't know until you know it, type of thing. And so the energy, the camaraderie, the what's the word I want to look for? The togetherness that you just, I mean, see again, I'm like, you build bonds with people in such a short amount of time. And I will tell you, you attract who you are, right? And I'm not saying that I'm great, but I'm saying that Rhonda attracts because she is so phenomenal. Like I cried the minute I met her, because everything that you see on the screen, like this world, it's almost like you're in a fake little world, in a TV world. And when you actually meet these people in person, they are just as beautiful and as wonderful of souls that you see on this TV screen or you know, on our computer. And you can't explain that until you get, like I grabbed her like a crazy woman and hugged her. And so it is just life-changing to squeeze the people that you see on screens every day. And you know that they're just amazing people, or they wouldn't be on this team. You know, you wouldn't have showed up tonight if you weren't committed and serious about this. And all of them, I didn't know anybody going to Summit. I roomed with Nicole. She was a total, and I say stranger, you know, we just knew each other online, but none of us really knew each other. But by the end of that, we were gal palling around, and it was fun and laughing, and that's the camaraderie that you will see. You will just be instant friends and soul sister and brothers, if you will. If there, you know, there's a man here next time. But I learned a bunch of stuff, which unfortunately my luggage is still in Denver, so I didn't get a chance to bring my notebook with me. I stuffed it in my suitcase, and it's on its way hopefully tonight, but we'll see. Anyway, a few things. The biggest thing I learned is they always say, be who you are, right? So let me give you an example. We can all show our shake. We can all show our energize. We can all show what we do to try and invite and things like that. And we could actually do it the exact same way. However, somebody is going to connect with the way that I do it as versus someone else. And somebody might connect with the way you do it versus me. We're all doing the exact same thing, but it's in a way that's relatable to somebody else. And it's okay. Even though there are 500,000 Beachbody coaches out there, it doesn't matter. It really doesn't. And I was really I'm like, oh my gosh, it's so like over. It's been around a long time, but so not true. So be who you are. Do you do you know, and just worry about that. And Ashley actually taught me that. You know, I was talking a little bit to her in one of the trainings. And the light bulb kind of went on for me at that, and I was like, you know what? That's it. Just do your own thing. I mean, yes, you can kind of watch maybe one or two top coaches so that you get some ideas, but even if you watch one or two coaches and you get the idea from them, and they have their shake a certain way, or they do whatever a certain way, and you do it either the exact same way or a different way, it's okay. Somebody will connect maybe with you and not them, or vice versa, and it's okay. The second thing I learned, let's see. Oh, the Instagram thing was also amazing because I'm not a real tech savvy person. I'm not, Nicole's like IT queen. I am not. And so they kind of give you tips and tools to use to navigate that and how to use it to your business advantage. And that for me was huge. And then hearing just about everybody's story that you are a normal person, right? Nobody, and you hear Danielle say this all the time, at least I do. She's no more special or talented than anyone else. Now, does she have more business experience? Yes, only because she's done this for 7 or 8 or 9 years or whatever. But the talent comes from just doing the do, and little by little over time, you're going to get better. And just know that you'll have, when you're in year 10, then you'll have the experience that she does. But don't compare day 1 or day, like this is my year 3. I can't compare my year 3 with her year 10. It's just not going to happen. I mean, it has, you have to, you grow and you learn to lead each and every day. So don't be afraid that you're not special or different or talented or whatever, because you are. You're just unique in your own way. I don't want to take a lot of time because I could literally talk for 3 hours on everything.
So Karen, I'm proud of you because I know like a while ago you were talking about like you were looking for how you were different, what that looked like, and you're like, how am I gonna be different? And just hearing you, like, first of all, I can tell you right now that I know Summit gave you that confidence. Because hearing you speak about, I know exactly where I'm going, I'm going to share me, and I'm going to do this, that is completely different than the girl that signed day 1. So I'm freaking like dancing in my seat right now, just so excited to hear you talk like that. I think it's just such a blessing. So you guys, one of the videos I'm going to be uploading for you guys is the Instagram training to teach you guys how to grow your Instagram. So that'll be one of the videos that I provide our team this week. It's epic. You have to do it. You have to apply it. Just watch the video, save it, watch it. It's phenomenal. So Karen, I'm just so blessed to hear you talk the way that you are, because it's got me, I don't know about y'all, but I'm listening to you and I'm a buyer just listening to how excited you are, because it's true. Like, you are the voice for the world. Now, here's the thing you guys all need to remember. So I personally, as myself, I'm gonna attract a lot of coaches that love hair, love makeup, love Jesus, love their families, whatever. But even though we have a lot of those things in common as a team, that doesn't mean that you still don't have a story to share. So it's so amazing to watch you just with confidence, Karen, talk about that now. And I'm so incredibly excited to watch you grow after this. So thank you for sharing that. I think it's exciting.
You're welcome. Yeah. Just real quick. And the other really quick thing I got is that don't always feel like you have to share Beachbody in every single post. Like, I did a little post right now before dinner, and it was just like me and my groceries, and I'm trying to juggle getting back into the swing of things and coming back and getting organized, and my brain is still in a fog because I didn't go to bed till like 2:45 last night when I got in at 1:30, 1:45 from the plane, and just kind of getting back and going. So don't always feel like you gotta have a shake in the picture or whatever. It's, people will love you for you doing everyday life. That's really what it is. And then you're just gonna, like Rhonda taught me, just share a little bit here and there, little pieces of things about your story, maybe your Beachbody, or just interject them a smidge. But if you overwhelm them, then you sound like a salesy person. So
yes. I love it. I love it, Karen. I'm so proud of you, and I'm so glad I could finally hug you in person. There's nothing like it, you guys. Like, I was literally like a crybaby on Saturday. I was like,
I have cried more in the last 4 days than I have in 7 months.
Yes, and I think it'll take me till Sunday to recover and get my voice back, but it's so worth it. Thank you, Karen, so much for sharing. I'm gonna move quickly. Let's see, over to Miss Shonda. Miss Shonda in the house. Whoop, whoop. Okay, so for all you guys don't know, I've known Miss Shonda for 19 years. So this girl has known me through like everything, like just getting married to trying for kids to multiple different jobs to all of it. So having this woman come to Summit and her signing up for the Beachbody Challenge is Seriously, a dream. So Shonda, share your takeaways. Share the one thing that you're going to apply right away. I'm pumped to hear what you have to say.
Okay, well, I'm sorry if I was rude and I looked away to my phone, but I had looked, and Beachbody Marketing has liked 3 of my photos. One being the one Sunday night of my best friend and I that just says 2 bitches at a bar. So you don't have to be perfect.
No.
You have to be who you are.
That's right.
I drink every night. That's who I am.
Yes.
Not an alcoholic, but I am real.
Yes.
So
yes.
anyway, and so I'm telling you, like, they watch, they do these things, and if that doesn't get you pumped to show exactly what Karen said, you have to be your authentic self, because people will read through you, they will see through you, but people will come to you because you're honest and you're real. Like, I can tell you the one thing that Rhonda and I are completely not alike on is the makeup and all that, because I could care less, but we love each other, but we won't attract that same tribe. I will attract I don't care if I have makeup on. But anyway, so the biggest one, be you, be you, be you. Do not vomit Beachbody everywhere. That will turn people away so quick. And that's what I did when I first started. And I'm just restarting now. And I just realized, like, they were even saying in your hashtags, don't put Beachbody on everything. Like, maybe do that in your stories or do it lower in your posts. Because when people see it, they're like, oh, they're trying to sell me something. Goodbye.
Yeah. And people love you guys. So one of the things, if anybody takes a huge takeaway from this, so people aren't going to buy Beachbody from you. They're going to buy you. So whoever you are is what they're buying. There's 500,000 Beachbody coaches. So guess what? Oh, and FYI, they can get off Amazon if they want. So they don't really need you. So what they're actually going to do is they're going to purchase you. So what you share on social is what people love and buy from. So I think that's important. I think sometimes we think we got to be this like Beachbody,
Yeah.
like, and I actually, people tell me, they're like, I don't even see you say like Beachbody stuff. And I was like, because I'm not selling, I'm sharing. But
Right.
In the midst of that, you can join me. Yeah. I love that, Shonda. Thank you.
And then the number, like the biggest thing, and this was a faith it till you make it, not fake it. Faith, Faith. And we could all do that. Loved meeting everybody. Great team building. And yes, I'm doing the Beachbody Challenge. And I will just say, I did not go to the closing ceremony because I had promised myself the year before I would be on that stage, and I wasn't. And I can tell you it was a gift from God that's why Trevor was there, so that was my excuse to go to the bar and not have to go. And my pity party's over though, because we're starting now.
Yeah.
So love you girls. Love everybody. Look forward to meeting so many more people next year.
I'm so excited. Shonda, thank you so much. I'm so excited to watch you crush it this year and just dive in. Dive in for you and nobody else, and put those blinders on hard and just share Shonda. Because we love Shonda. Not Beachbody. We love Beachbody, but we love Shonda. You're awesome, girl. Thank you so much for being there and sharing. You're a rock star. All right, let me unmute Miss Jade in the house. So I got to share Jade. Oh my gosh, my husband, I was just like, is she not a doll? Like, she lives on a farm. She's got chickens, cows, and I love it. And I know this was a huge like moment for her. She's like, I've never done anything like this. And so I want Jade to kind of share about that. I've never done anything like this moment, because I know a lot of you guys are thinking that. Like, I kind of shared that in the beginning of this call. I'm not joking. I had never flown on a freaking airplane by myself. I was like, oh my God, my very first time. And so Jade, I know you had some of those moments and those fears as well, but I want you to share your takeaway and then the one thing that you're going to apply to your business after it.
Okay. So just so you guys know, like, how I got there, this is how crazy this sounds, but it was really awesome. So I reached out to another coach in the area and actually attended her Super Saturday a few weeks before Summit to kind of get to know everyone. Because I was like, I'm going to get in a van with these people and drive 12 hours because like our closest airport is like 3 to 5 hours. So it didn't make sense to fly. So I jumped in the van and we rode 12 hours. And then I I knew one, but I didn't know 2 other people. So 4 of us in a room. And just so you guys know, you can make this work. The van, like everything, my total travel cost was $110. So if you want to be there, you'll find a way. Like, you will find a way. And I was, first of all, I really wanted to go because I wanted to meet Rhonda. second, I needed a push in my business to get really serious with this. I've been running challenge groups. I've been doing it with my friends, but here's the deal. And here's where I think I was selling myself short. And this is my big takeaway from Summit. And I kept telling Rhonda affirmations and she's kind of looking at me like, duh. But I know, like, she said this, or one of the speakers said it, and she said, affirmations teach people how to treat you. And I think for me, I was just letting myself get walked all over in this business for a long time, and doing a lot of extra stuff for people I really shouldn't be doing because it's not fair to me. And being there and realizing that was probably my biggest takeaway, first of all. Second, you guys, this is the thing, and this is what I went back and told my team and my challengers. Beachbody is bigger than a workout and a shake. So if anyone ever tells you, yeah, I don't need to drink that shake, I don't need that workout, they will 110% get you results. But what you will not get anywhere else is this amazing community. You will not find that anywhere else. It felt so good to be with people who get you, because a lot of times, like, I'm the crazy one in the room, eating something different or, doing things a little differently. Everybody there gets you. It's like a city where you can be yourself. So cool, because you just feel like alone a lot of times, especially when you're working from home, like, out of this little bubble kind of. People get you. And then, this was my other big takeaway. I'm trying to go fast because I know everybody's been talking a while. But you guys, this is not your opportunity. This is your responsibility to help people. Like Karen and I were talking about the raft. If there were 9 people, or if there were 10 people in the ocean and 9 got on the raft, would you leave the one person? No. You guys, we have to reach out and help these people. People need these products in their life 110%. They need the quality of life that we all have, and it's our responsibility to share that. So that was really big. And then my other last one, sorry, got a lot. Fear is selfish. And I looked at Rhonda and I was just like, oh my gosh, it is. Because you guys, we're all scared to put those posts out there. But what if you save that one person? Are you worried about what happens to you or saving that one person? Would you not jump off the raft? Yes, you would. You would go back in. And I especially think, I'm like, gosh, yeah, I totally would. So don't be selfish. Don't hoard these products in this wonderful community. Go out and share it. And it's okay to be you and be a little different and be a little crazy, because sometimes people need to hear it. So that's my summary. And if you don't have your Instagram account switched to business, do that right now, because I've already had several new followers and I've already been messaging lots of new people, I think all from switching over to that. And I did it in 30 seconds while we were sitting in a session. Yeah. So switch your Instagram account to business. It's super easy. You need to do that.
We were having cocktails.
Okay.
Yeah, we were drinking our Tito's in water, and she's like, let me figure out how to switch this from personal to business, and she literally did it in 2 seconds. I don't know where you went, Jade. I switched mine over 5 years ago. I actually only really had one for business, but if any of you guys don't know how to do it, just go to YouTube. It'll teach you how to do it. It's literally a click, boom, done. But switching over to business, the advantage on your Instagram account allows you to use so many more features. So on Instagram stories, you're able to use tags, you're able to use locations, you're able to do a lot more things on your business, a business side of Instagram versus personal. So make sure and make that switch. Like you said, she already has new followers. I think it's amazing. I think one of the biggest takeaways I loved when Jade and I were in one of the classes was fear is selfish. Being fearful is selfish. And I always say this, and I think for Jade, that was a huge click. And it was both of us were like, amen. I always think about, and I heard it from somewhere, a national wake up call or something, but where they shared that, can you imagine if you went and bought a workout, started drinking a shake, started following the meal plans, and you didn't share it with a soul, and you changed your life and nobody else's? How selfish would that be? And that's actually why I didn't mind getting uncomfortable in the beginning of this business, is I thought, here's the deal. I'm going to speak to one person today. And if I can help that one person to get out of bed, because when I started, I couldn't, therefore I have done my job. I didn't think of all the people that were watching me. I thought of that one person where I was not anymore. If I could help that one person do that as well. Fear is selfish. It's selfish. Fear of, oh my gosh, what if they don't return my message? Fear of, oh my gosh, what if they make fun of me? Fear of, oh my gosh, well, like if I started sharing my workout, would they make fun of me? Fear is selfish. It's all about you and has nothing to do about helping other people. So get out of your own way and do it for so much more than self, okay? Let's see. Kendra said, does business Instagram let your current followers still follow you? Absolutely. It's a switch. They're still there. How much is it? It's free. It's free. It's actually just a switch of a button. And it's super simple. You can YouTube it. I know Jade, it was funny. I was like, Jade, how'd you do it? Cause I did it so long ago. She's like, I don't know. It took 2 seconds. I just went up and I did it. Like, it was like super easy and she didn't even know what she was doing. So it's not hard. Forget to mention Sean Aker. Yes. If you guys look up Sean Aker Beachbody Summit 2018 on YouTube, it is the best speaker ever. It was amazing. He was one of our speakers. We always have a very large speaker speak at Summit, and they're always mouth dropping amazing. Let's see. Let me go over to Jade. Thank you so much. I love what you shared. I'm so pumped. Miss Ashley, let me unmute you, girl. And so excited. This was Ashley's second summit. I know it was Shonda's second summit as well. I want to, Ashley, have you share some major takeaways and then what you're applying to your business this week? I would love to hear.
Hey, well, first off, it was amazing. It was amazing. Our team is amazing. Like, oh my God. I just like, I just wanted to grab everybody's butts the whole time. I just love everybody. So I'll go quick. Something, whenever I see Ashley Molstad, it makes me think of like what you talked about, fear is selfish. I know she had a video at one of your Super Saturdays that you shared, and I think most people have seen it, but just to touch on that, it is really, really selfish to worry, you know, what are they going to think if I message? How are they going to respond? Are they going to think I'm crazy? Are they going to decline my message? She talked about how, like, when she started with Beachbody, she was seriously depressed, like seriously depressed, like thinking that the world would be better off without her in it, like bad. Super bad, right? And she's talked about this a ton and shared about this a ton. And she got super emotional about this when she shared on Super Saturday. And she's like, you know, I don't know what I would have done if my coach didn't reach out to me, my coach didn't send me a message, if my coach didn't reach out, who knows where I would be now. Right now she's married. She's got a baby. They're super happy. She's so successful. She loves coaching. She's kicking ass. And she's like, who knows where I would have been. I might not even be here. I might not even be alive if my coach had not reached out to me. And so when you guys are sharing, it's so huge to just have that confidence. That's something that changed my business. Reaching out and sending a message kind of like, so, hi, you know, yeah, oh yeah, Shakeology is a little bit expensive. And reaching out like that versus, oh my God, what I can do for you will change your life in every single way. And if you don't believe me, I challenge you to try. Give me 2 months and let's see what happens. 2 months. They can tell when you have that confidence. And again, just not reaching out. You don't know whose lives you're going to change. You don't know. And it's just, if they say no, so what? So what? What happens? Nothing happens. So what? If you can get away from that fear of thinking about us and just focus on them, then that stuff won't bother you. And so I just wanted to share that. And if you guys haven't seen that video, it was awesome. Rhonda posted it in Race for Fitness. I'm sure you could probably Google it or something too, but it was a Super Saturday and it was Ashley Molstad. So that's big. And again, when I see her, that's what I think of, because that was huge for me, even this far in my business, just thinking, wow, what an impact. Like, it gets you emotional. You know what I mean? And the other thing, let's see, Karen kind of talked about is how you see these coaches, you know, and you see Rhonda and these top coaches and you see all this stuff and you're like, wow, ooh, I could never do that. I could never get that far in the business. I could never be that successful. You guys, Have you ever scrolled? Okay, for instance, Danielle Natoni, I had followed her way before too. And have you ever scrolled way back on her feed or any of these coaches' feeds, you guys? They're just like us. They started out just like us. No clue what they were doing. No clue what was going on. No clue. Their pictures, like you look back at pictures from me a year from now and you're like, that picture was horrible. I can't believe anybody even looked at it. That's embarrassing. And so you have to remember that. And Ashley Molstad talked about things like this, you know, like they're no more special than we are. Everybody can do this. Everybody has a chance to do this. All of you can kill this. All of you can help so many freaking people. You just have to hustle and you have to be dedicated. And they always say it's a longevity business. This is not some get rich quick scheme. This is a legitimate freaking business that will change your life and your family's life. If you're starting another business, like I share with my husband, he has his own PT business. When he first started, we didn't really know people here, building from scratch. He had like 7 patients a week. And now 4 years later, he's got like 130 patients a week. He can't even keep things straight. And if he would have gone into it just a year and been like, well, I'm not seeing enough patients and quit, we wouldn't be where we are at right now 4 years later. It's a longevity business and you need to plant those seeds and you need to hustle and you need to just accept that you're going to commit for a year, 2 years, 3 years, commit and give it time. A year isn't even long enough, nowhere near long enough. But they're no different than we are. And that's just kind of a big takeaway, I think. You know, live your life, be a product of the product, drink your shake, share your journey, show up every freaking day, do what all these other coaches do what Rhonda does, show up and share your journey, and the magic will happen. And the third thing was just, this is another big one I thought was so cool. Melanie Mitro came on stage and she spoke. She's like the #1 coach in Beachbody, right? And so you'd think, you know, she's got to know everything on everything. Nobody else could tell her anything that she doesn't already know. And she talked about how this last year, she kind of had a little bit of a roadblock with her business, like it wasn't growing like it should be. And she's just kind of like, I don't know. And she went back to basics. She went back to constantly be learning. And she says that she'll invite people to be on her team calls as guest speakers. And they'll be like, well, sure, I'll speak on your call, but I don't know what I'm going to share. I don't know what I could tell them that you don't already tell them. And she's like, oh, no, you're going to speak on there. I've got my notebook and my pad of paper and I'm going to take notes when you speak. This is the #1 coach in Beachbody. Like, you never stop learning. That's what I have learned. I'm watching videos and trainings all the time so I can be better for all of my coaches and for the people that I help and educate myself more and grow my mind more. You always have to be learning. And if the #1 coach in Beachbody is like, other coaches, come, yes, let me learn from you. You guys have to take advantage because there's so many videos out there, and that's the beautiful thing about Beachbody and all these coaches. Nobody wants to keep the secrets. Nobody wants to be like, no, this is just for me. I'm not going to tell anybody else. Everybody wants to share everything, and it's so like a treasure trove if you just keep growing your mind and learning and taking stuff in. And, you know, and you might hear the same thing over and over again, but it doesn't click the first 3 times, but then the 4th time, that happened with me with Rhonda one time. You know, she would say these things and say these things, and I don't remember what it was. It was the confidence thing. And then one day it was just like, screw it. Why am I sitting here talking all timid to people? Like, I don't really know. The stuff is kind of good. Screw it. I'm like, I got confidence. I'm going to talk with confidence. Yeah. And so just constantly learning and growing, I think, is a huge one forever and ever and ever. But that's it.
So for any of you guys, write this down. I'm sure it's on YouTube. So if you YouTube Ashley Molstad, Super Saturday 2018, that's what you're She spoke here at our Super Saturday. Just give you guys a little side note about Ashley. So Ashley and I signed at the exact same time, like within a month or 2 of each other, as Beachbody coaches. And early last year, she was number 152 in the company. Crazy. She is now #1 in the entire company in just 6 years in the business. And you need to watch that YouTube video. It will change your life. It'll change your life. That video is phenomenal, like Ashley was talking about. But I love what you shared, Ashley. I mean, it really does just come from you know what, even the top leaders are constantly learning. And I know a lot of you guys coaches will ask me like, when do you listen to videos? How do you do this? You guys, when I'm putting makeup on in the morning, like other than Thor coming in and stealing my crap on the floor, like I've got something I'm listening to at the same time. I'm like, and the kid's going, Mom, Mom. I'm like, I've got something kind of going on my phone at that time, you know, because you've got these hidden minutes in your day that there's no excuse that you can't be listening to a call or growing your mind and your business, you know, your drive to work while you're folding laundry, while you're making dinner, whatever it might be. And a lot of times it's 10, 15, 20 minutes and you just have this light bulb moment. You're like, oh my God, drop the mic. I needed to hear that today. So even the number one coaches, I mean, they're constantly just growing their minds and their brains. And that really is important to know. And that really is how these top leaders are getting such great results, is because they're constantly just growing their confidence within themselves. So Ashley, thank you so much for sharing. And she'll be moving to Arizona soon. She just doesn't know it. Just saying. Yep. Oh my gosh, I'm dying laughing. All right, Miss Jen. Ashley, thank you so much. Miss Jen, I'm going to unmute you real quick. You might be fighting each other. I'll let you unmute it. There we go. I love your sweatshirt. Best investment ever. You guys, all of these clothes you guys saw us buy at Summit will be available in December on the Beachbody website. This little sweatshirt that she has is like the best one in the world. Best investment I ever got. So Jen, thank you so much. Share some of your takeaways from Summit. I know you and I have been texting back and forth and just watching your husband even get so freaking excited about being here. So you guys bring your husbands, have them come. Like, it is such an amazing takeaway. But Jennifer, share some things about it and some things that you're going to apply to your business right away.
Okay, well, I can like piggyback on a ton of everything that they said, but I know we're short on time, so I won't. But like just getting to hug all of you, and Saturday, like you said, was amazing because like I know you, like not all of you that are on here, but I know a lot of you. But now I really know you, and you couldn't be any better. I mean, what you see is what you get. And so to touch on like that, you know when I first started, watched a ton of coaches, like a ton of top coaches. And since then, I have picked a few that I really, really like, and just watch them and get ideas from them. Now I'm going to watch probably a little bit less, not to say anything bad, but you don't always get what you see. But with Rhonda, what you see is what you get. And with our team, we are so authentic and real. I know that I am where I'm supposed to be. And I just feel totally, totally blessed. I have a lot of takeaways. I guess a big one is I am a triangle, which means I multitask, which means I don't get anything done. I am a busy mom of 4. So instead of setting time aside, because I never know what the morning's going to bring, I'll get up early enough to work out, make husband's breakfast, his lunch. I hope to do a little bit of work, but then the little ones start waking up like dominoes. So I do bits and pieces here and there, and then they all complain that I'm always on my phone. So a big takeaway is, and it's awesome because, like you said, I brought my husband, and he's always been supportive of this, but like he is bleeding Beachbody blue like crazy. Now, like he was on the mower, like we got home yesterday, he gets on the mower, he gets off well, first of all, he's like, I need some of that yellow stuff that you always give me before a workout because I'm really tired. So I shook it up, gave it to him, he went out on the mower, and then he comes back in and he's like, you know what? I have a team name. I have a team motto. He's like, you know, he already downloaded Instagram. He wants me to ask you how we do this. Like if we get an Instagram page together or how we do this. We are building like a pole barn like to store his cars. He wants to build an extra room to have like a workout room in case I get local people to come and work out. Like,
Oh my God.
I mean, bringing him was the best thing because he has always been supportive, but he's always also been like, why are you always on your phone? And now he has a little, like, he is supportive of that, but he does want me to set hours. So that is a big takeaway. And the other big takeaway is to just be me. Like, and I think I do a pretty good job of that, but sometimes I get sucked in. Like, I'll just admit it. You all know because you were there. I love Jantana. I think she's so funny. But I'm not her. I idealize with her a lot. So that's what I mean by like pick a couple but don't watch them all, you know? And more importantly, like just be you. Just do you. You want to say hi? Yeah. See. Hi. See.
Oh my gosh, so cute. I love
It's supposed to be asleep.
I love what she shared. Oh my God, I got to FaceTime with them. I love it. I love it. Jennifer, I love what you shared. But so first of all, we had Ashley's husband was there and Jen's husband and my husband were there. And oh my gosh, I think their eyes, the husband's eyes were like, holy cow, this is real. This is not fake. And this is freaking legit. Like they were like sucked in, soaking up body blue, just having an amazing time. And it was such a blessing. So you guys bring your spouses, boyfriends, or whatever. It was seriously so amazing. Awesome guys, the team. The other thing that Jen shared that I think is a huge takeaway as a brand new coach, I'll do it real quick, Jen. As a brand new coach, we are so excited that we follow all of these Beachbody coaches. And then before you know it, every morning we're like kind of scrolling and we're kind of looking. And then we're just like, wow, they post a lot better than I would ever do. And we start comparing ourselves to these coaches that have been doing this for
I'm gonna show that this is coaching, like behind
like
the scenes.
literally 9 years. So the coach I love to follow is Melissa McAllister. I relate to the relationship with her husband that she has with them. Of course, I just noticed the post that she just did. Oh my God, it's hot as hell. Holy cow. But I love that she shares like this lifestyle type page that she shares her husband and her real life. Here's the deal. I zone in on her and my coach Danielle, and I don't really look at anybody else. I might follow a few other coaches, but what happens is you start comparing yourself to these other coaches. So I want you guys to do me a favor. One of the biggest advice that I ever got from one of the Super Saturdays that I was at was when you go into this business, be inspired by a few people that you relate to. But what I want you to do is unfollow a ton of coaches today. And I want you to just follow those ones where you're like, man, I can relate to that coach. Because what you're going to do is you are going to be inspired by that one and not compare yourself constantly. We were told to put blinders on, like literally put these blinders on to where you just wake up, you do your thing, and you go after it. When you start following all these people, you start really kind of being that comparison person. And it just is really hard on your soul. I know I did this for a lot of times. And in fact, I actually used to wake up and look at some coach's posts and then do mine. Did you know when I wake up now, I don't look at a single coach's post. I might look at your guys's, okay, because I love you guys and I follow you. But any of the top leaders, I don't look at them. I don't look at the number one coach. I don't look at number two. I don't look at them in the morning because they're going to dictate my confidence. And you know what? I freaking rock it. I don't need to act like that person because that person's not me. And then later in the day, if I want to be inspired by them, great. But you know what? I got to wake up and do me. So I want you guys, I think, Jade, there's a couple questions on the side for you. I'm going to have you unmute your line. But I just want to share that real quick, you guys. One of the biggest pieces of advice that I got. I'm going to let Jade answer the questions on the side about Instagram because I've had my Instagram as a business Instagram for so long. I'm really useless with this conversation. So I'll let you guys unmute and kind of share. I think there was a couple questions. Where they were.
Okay. Let's see.
I think it was Kendra where she said, what category do you choose, Jade, for your Instagram business?
I chose public figure, but I don't, what category it was under? Let me look here.
And I think I'm health and beauty. I don't even so long. I think I'm health and beauty. I think
if you choose sport, you can choose coach.
Okay. So
I chose I think I chose people, and then I did people, and then I did let's see, public figure under that.
Okay.
That's what I did. I don't know if that's right.
And then she asked, which maybe you can answer this, Jade. Jade, she said, do you know how people know you're not, Jen asked this, that you're not business instead of personal? I noticed a few changes, but do random people see a difference? I would say the answer is yes. I do think that they see a difference because it does slightly look different, the profile. So technically, they might see a difference, and then they might see some more features. But what is your take on that, Jen? Jade?
It's not like the average person that's not looking for it probably wouldn't notice a difference. But your advantage of switching to a business account is you get insights. Like I can see, like when I go to my profile, I can see how many people have visited my profile in a day, how many people that liked my posts. Like it will you go to view insights and it says like wow, 12% or what percent of accounts you reached with that post. What percent were following you, what percentage of your likes were from hashtags and what were from your homepage. So maybe it gives you like, okay, maybe I need to change up my hashtags a little bit. Maybe, these posts aren't relating to these hashtags enough, so I need to change that up. So it gives you a lot of insight into what you're doing. It's a little bit deeper. I mean, I think though, I wouldn't focus on that too much, but it does help. I mean, there's a lot of insight in there, and you can promote posts, but that you have to pay for. And I mean, I'm not to that level yet. I still have a lot of my warm market still. So hopefully that helps.
Yeah, I've actually seen all of that for years. So I didn't even realize that was special because I've had that.
Yeah, you can't see any, like I had no idea. I was just like with a regular account, you don't have any of that. So you get all that information for free by switching to a business account.
That's amazing. So you guys, of course I'm oblivious because I've had mine like that for 5 years, but I actually am able to see the exact thing Jade said. So do you know what it does for me? Is it tells me exactly, so let's say for instance, I did it, I'm just gonna throw a number out there. I did a post at 10 o'clock in the morning and I can see the results of the post versus if I did one at 8 or 9 o'clock in the morning, it's gonna tell Rhonda which posts got the best views. So Rhonda, if it sucked at 11, never do it again. You need to stick to this time. So it actually tells me based off when I'm posting when were good times based off the amount of views that I got. So that gives you guys so it actually just gives you a lot of insight. The other thing that I will share this week in our group page is you can, and I'm assuming on your personal ones you can't do this, but using locations, using special tags, like that allows you guys to get more followers. So I'll share a YouTube video this week with you guys and why it's so important. It really doesn't make any difference as your family and stuff won't really see a huge difference. It gives you a lot more advantage. I did run an ad. I've only run an ad twice on Instagram. I don't actually do it very often on Instagram, hardly ever. And I think I did one for $10 once and it was huge. It actually went really, really well. So know that you can actually market yourself on there and run an ad for $10 and it's like amazing. So and you can do it for like 5 days or something. But I love what you said, Jade. And again, I didn't even realize I'm able to see what's going on a lot deeper than probably somebody is if they have a personal page.
Yeah. We could totally, I mean, there was so much in that Instagram thing. Like we could totally do a whole call on Instagram, but I think the biggest, quickest, easiest thing you can do is just switch to business. I mean, so yeah.
And like I said, I'll YouTube that video for you guys to watch. And then what we can even do is after you guys as a team watch that video, maybe do a call on it and kind of even do like tutorials and different things. Because what I actually did, you guys, I'm so excited for you to watch this, is as I was watching the training at Summit, in the middle of the training, I had Jade pull it up on her phone and said, Jade, do that real quick. And I videoed her doing it on her phone. So that on this YouTube video I make for you guys, you're not just going to see it, you're going to actually see Jade do it on her phone. Because I don't know about y'all, but I got to see what the hell's going on. Like, I'm like, that looks really good on the screen and that looks really easy, but how do you do that? So I had Jade 2 or 3 times do it on her phone so that you guys can see exactly how it's done. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Excited.
And somebody just asked if you had to have 1,000 followers to switch it. No, you don't have to. And I think because new businesses can start an account with 0 followers and totally have a business account. So no, you don't have to have that.
I love it. I love it. Well, you guys, first of all of you guys that spoke, thank you so much for sharing your insights from Summit. I'm not going to cry anymore because I think I'm all cried out, but like seriously, it was the most emotional. I think I'm really tired. I don't know about y'all, you're really tired. Like I think I'm emotionally, I was telling my husband, I was like, I'm emotionally drained because it was so emotional to see you guys and touch you. And I was just, oh my God, just so blessed to see you guys in person and the fellowship that we did and the team building we did beyond just the training and the workouts. Like it was just like, holy cow, like I need y'all to be my neighbors. It was amazing. So I want all of you guys, set a goal to be at Summit. Like you heard Jade, spent like $120 to get there. Like you guys can make this happen if you want this. If you want this to be a business that thrives, you make that, you buy your ticket today, okay? The other thing is, I'll put the link in the group for the summit. I'll also put the link in the group for Jade's private group that she created for all those that are gonna go to Summit so that you can join that private group. It's just gonna be a group, a lot like a challenge group where we kind of share little things and we're getting our stuff done and stuff, and it's gonna be absolutely amazing. I had one other thing I wanted to share, but I want to share with you guys, just make it happen. Ashley shared on the call that it's one of the biggest pieces of advice I have, and then I'll let you guys go. But when I first became a brand new coach, my upline coach said, I need you to be here a year from now. This business is not a quick get rich thing. You are constantly learning. And if anybody thinks they can make this an amazing business in 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 months, they're crazy. There's so much to learn. So be here a year from now, be at Summit a year from now, make it happen because it is a game changer and it's phenomenal. So I just want to say how blessed I am for all of you guys to be in my life. So make sure, show up, make it happen. I'll put this recording up and we've got tons of tools this week. Okay, you guys? Also, Emerald in 24 hours call on Thursday evening at 4 p.m. Pacific. Make sure you're there. I'll post a link in the group. It'll be amazing. You guys will answer questions. I'll tell you exactly how to make it happen and how to grow your business that quick. Okay, you guys? Bye, everybody. Thank you for being on. Have an amazing night. Bye, everybody.